All right, welcome back everyone to another deep dive. And this time, get ready, because we're stepping into the world of indie filmmaking and murder mysteries.
Oh, a winning combination for sure.
I know, right? So buckle up, folks, because we're about to unpack a real gem, a 2024 American film titled Murder and Cocktails.
Ah, yes, also known as Cocktails with Nick and Lana, if I'm not mistaken.
You got it. We're basing this deep dive on a really in-depth review from MovieKaTicket.com. They really did their homework on this one.
Always appreciate a good, thorough review. Sets the stage, so to speak.
Exactly. So without further ado, let's jump right into the heart of this intriguing premise. Imagine a charismatic couple decides to use their swanky cocktail parties to solve a neighbor's murder.
Talk about a unique approach to detective work.
Right. I mean, who wouldn't want to sip cocktails and mingle while uncovering secrets?
She sounds far more glamorous than your average stakeout, that's for sure.
Way more stylish. But beneath the surface of all those glamorous parties, there's a genuine mystery to unravel.
And MovieKaTicket.com really dug into that aspect.
Absolutely. So let's give our listeners a little taste of the plot. The film revolves around Nick and Lana, this amazing couple played by Jason Bernardo and Jessicah Neufeld.
Bernardo and Neufeld. Now, those are names I'm starting to hear more and more. Up-and-coming talents, I'd say.
Absolutely. And they really shine in this film, according to the review. Anyway, Nick and Lana live in a stylish condo in San Diego, and they love hosting these elaborate cocktail parties.
The perfect setting for a murder mystery, wouldn't you say?
Totally. But here's the twist. These parties aren't just for fun. They're meticulously planned to glean clues about their neighbor's untimely demise.
Fascinating. So they're using the social dynamics of these gatherings to their advantage.
Precisely. They observe their guests, their interactions, those little flips of the tongue, even the way they react to certain topics. It's all part of their unique investigative strategy.
Clever. It's like turning a social event into a live-action game of Clue.
It totally is. And they have quite the cast of characters to observe. There's Sarah, the quintessential busybody, always in the know.
Every neighborhood has a Sarah, don't they? The one who knows everyone's business.
For sure. Then there's Esteban. He's shrouded in mystery, and his motives are unclear. And, of course, we can't forget Rose. She's alluring, captivating, and maybe even a little dangerous.
Classic femme fatale archetype. Always adds a layer of intrigue.
And to make things even more interesting, there's Sergeant Russell on the scene.
A bit of a wild card, I imagine.
Exactly. He adds a whole other layer of tension to the mix. So, as you can imagine, the cocktail parties become this melting pot of suspicion, hidden agendas, and, of course, potential clues.
A delicious recipe for suspense, as they say.
Exactly. But what really struck me, and what MovieKaTicket.com pointed out, is that this entire film was made on a budget of just $75,000.
And that's impressive. Talk about doing a lot with a little.
Right. It's proof that creative filmmaking can overcome financial limitations and still deliver a captivating story.
A testament to resourcefulness and talent, for sure.
Absolutely. And I read that the director, Henry Barrial, he actually used the lead actors, Jackson's actual San Diego condo, as a primary filming location.
Oh, wow. So not just a random set, but a real place. Adds a layer of authenticity, I bet.
Exactly. And think about the atmosphere it creates. The condo itself becomes almost like a character in the film, contributing to that sense of intimacy, and maybe even a touch of claustrophobia.
Adds to the tension, that's for sure. Being confined within those walls, secrets simmering.
Exactly. And the review was raving about the cinematography, too, by John Paul DeFazio. They used a lot of tight, almost invasive close-ups during the cocktail party scenes. You're practically forced to scrutinize every facial expression, every gesture.
Oh, I love that. A subtle way of guiding the audience's attention, making us almost complicit in the investigation.
Absolutely. And then you've got Jill DeGenicka's editing. It's sharp, almost frantic at times, which creates this underlying sense of unease.
A stark contrast to the elegant setting and the flowing cocktails.
Absolutely. And speaking of contrast, the score by Archie Thompson adds yet another layer to this whole intricate tapestry.
I was just about to ask about the music. Always a crucial element in setting the mood.
Totally. So Thompson's score is jazzy, playful, upbeat even, but there's this subtle undercurrent of mystery that runs through it.
Oh, I love that. It's like the music itself is holding its breath, waiting for the truth to be revealed.
Such a great way to put it. And this is where it gets really interesting for our listeners. MovieKaTicket.com really hammered this point home. Murder and Cocktails isn't a passive viewing experience. It invites you, the viewer, to put on your detective hat right alongside Nick and Lana.
Ah, so it's engaging the audience on a whole other level.
Totally. You're constantly analyzing the clues, questioning the character's motives, trying to piece together the puzzle.
It's like those interactive mystery dinner parties, but on screen.
Exactly. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, I can tell you that.
Sounds like a perfect blend of entertainment and mental stimulation.
Now, you might be thinking, why should I care about an indie film with a relatively small budget? But honestly, that's part of what makes Murder and Cocktails so special.
It's a reminder that great stories can come from anywhere.
Exactly. This film wasn't about flashy special effects or big-name stars. It was about a clever story, well-developed characters, and an atmosphere that just draws you in.
And it's proof that sometimes constraints can breed incredible creativity.
Totally. So, if you're in the mood for something fresh, something that will keep you guessing and leave you wanting more, this is the film for you.
A true hidden gem, it sounds like.
And now, for that final thought-provoking question, the one that'll really get our listeners pondering. If Nick and Lana can use cocktail parties to unravel a murder mystery, could we, in a way, apply similar principles in our own lives?
Oh, that's an interesting thought. Are we all detectives in disguise, just waiting for the right opportunity to put our skills to use?
Maybe so. Think about it. The power of observation, picking up on those subtle cues, understanding social dynamics. These are all valuable skills, regardless of whether you're solving a crime or navigating everyday life.
It makes you realize that perhaps there's more to our everyday interactions than meets the eye.
Exactly. And Murder and Cocktails really highlights that beautifully. It's not just a film, it's a conversation starter, a film that stays with you long after the credits roll.
Absolutely. If you enjoy clever storytelling, well-crafted characters, and a good old-fashioned mystery with a modern twist, then this film is definitely worth adding to your watch list.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Cheers to that.
Until next time, everyone, keep those detective senses sharp.
And maybe mix yourself a cocktail or two while you're at it.
Now you're talking.